Good afternoon, all students. Today it is our 19th lecture. Today it is our 19th lecture of control system and PLC. Today we are going to start the new topic, new chapter, that is PLC hardware and programming. PLC has many input output devices, and that input output devices can be categorized as a discrete input output or analog input output. Okay, so discrete input output can be again categorized as DC input or the AC input. Okay, so two types of discrete input outputs are there: DC input and the AC input. So AC input can be 12 volt AC, 24 volt AC, 48 volt AC, 64 volt AC, 120 volt, 128 volt AC, 240 volt AC, 5 volt AC can be there. Similarly, DC input module can be of 12 volt DC, 24 volt DC, 48 volt DC, 120 volt DC, 240 volt DC, and 5 volt TTL DC voltage. So when these AC inputs are connected to the PLC, we know that AC input cannot directly given to the any controller. It has to be converted from AC to DC. So hence, this input module are used to convert this AC inputs to the DC input. So this AC input module takes the AC input which is connected to the bridge rectifier. So as you can see on the screen, the block diagram is shown over there. So this block diagram, as you can see, where my cursor is moving here the AC input is connected. This AC input has to be converted to the DC. So as we know that we know how to convert AC to DC. So obviously, step down transformer will convert this high voltage AC to low voltage AC. Then bridge rectifier will convert this AC to pulsating DC. And obviously, the output of rectifier is pulsating DC. So it has to be converted to pure DC. Hence, the output is given to noise and debounce filter. So noise and debounce filter will convert this pulsating DC to pure DC. Then this pure DC is given to threshold detector. Now, what is this threshold detector? As we know that your controller only accept output in the form of digital manner, that is binary 0 and binary 1. So if this AC input voltage is say suppose 3.2 volt, then this 3.2 volt is above the upper limit threshold. So it is considered as a binary 1. Though it is not 5 volt, but still it is upper than some threshold voltage. That's why it is considered as binary 1. So this threshold detector actually checks whether the AC input is binary 0 or binary 1. So this is the function of threshold detector. Then output of threshold detector is given to optical isolation. Now why this optical isolation? In last chapter also we studied about the function of input output module. In that they have clearly mentioned that one of the function of input module is isolation. It provides the isolation, electrical isolation between the input device and PLC input port. This is to avoid the damage of PLC. So optical isolation is nothing but the optocoupler. The output of optical detector is given to the LED, and LED lights fall on the optical transistor. So this transistor converts these rays into voltage. So if 5 volt is at the LED, then 5 volt is generated, that is binary 1 generated at the output of transistor. So this transistor then gives this 5 volt or binary 1 0 to logic. Then logic will decide whether binary 0 is received or binary 1 is received. Then if it is 0 received, then LED will be off. If 1 is received, then LED will be on. Correct? So this same logic is given to the CPU for logic solving. Means if input is 1, then which action to be taken based on the program. If input is 0, then which action to be taken based on program. And then CPU, that is logic solver, will generate some output, and then output will be transferred to your output module. So input status table is there. That input status table contains one cell for each input. So that input status table updates the input cell for particular input. If 10 inputs are there, 10 cells will be there. Each cell will contain the status of input. So in this way, the AC input module converts the AC input into usable form of programmable logic controller, that is PLC. So in this way, the AC input module works. So in short, again, I'll explain. AC input need to be converted from the AC to the binary form. Hence, it is need to be converted to the DC voltage. So bridge rectifier, noise and debounce filter will convert into DC voltage. Then threshold detector, depending upon the value of DC voltage, it will decide whether the input is binary 0 or binary 1. Then this detected level is given to the optical isolator to provide the electrical isolation between input device as well as the output, to PLC. And then logic will check that output of optical isolator is logic 0 or logic 1. Then depending upon the input, LED will be turned on or off, and then CPU will take the action based on the status of input, and then the input status table is updated. So in this way, the AC input module works. So AC inputs are there, it is converted to the usable form. Then the DC input module, second type of discrete input module is DC input module. So as you can see on the screen, the DC input module. So DC input module, it is already present in DC form. So obviously there is no need to convert from AC to DC. Getting na? So the first arrow, okay, it receives the DC input, but that DC can be 12 volt, 24 volt, 48 volt, 120 volt, 240 volt, can be anything. So there is a need of conversion of that voltage to the TTL form. TTL means binary 0 or 1. So hence the power conversion is the first block. Similar to your bridge rectifier, power conversion is your first block. So this power conversion will convert the high DC voltage to low DC voltage, and then noise and debounce filter will rectify it, correct it, and generates the constant DC volt. So this first two blocks converts the high DC volt to lower DC voltage. Then logic threshold detector will detect the level of the voltage, whether it is binary 0 or binary 1. Then the optical isolation will provide the isolation between input output. The main function of optical isolation is to prevent the PLC to get damaged. If some spike or the high current surge takes place at the input side, then this should not pass to PLC, otherwise it will get damaged. So to prevent that, you have to use the optical isolator. It consists of optocouplers, one LED and one phototransistor. So it provides the electrical isolation. Then logic will detect the logic, whether it is 0 or 1. According to that, LED status will be updated, and then that logic is given to the CPU. Then CPU will decide which action to be taken based on the program, and then the input status table. So input status table, as we have seen the function, for each input there is one cell, and that cell is updated. So this is your DC input module. So hence, today we have studied about discrete input module, that is the AC input module and the DC input module. So the same file will be shared to you for the study purpose. In next lecture, we'll study the discrete output modules. See, this is nothing but a part of input module. The main input is given through the input module, and output is updated through output module. So in this way, the function of input module is performed by the input module. It has discrete input outputs, or it can have the analog input output. So discrete input output, two types: AC input module, DC input module. So this is it in our today's lecture. Thank you.